Rocket Man issues rocket for Home Secretary as senior Tories warn Sunak. Suella has lost us millions of pink votes. Rocket Man issues rocket for Home Secretary as senior Tories warn Sunak. Suella has lost us millions of pink votes. Sir Elton John has accused Suella Braverman of comments which risk legitimizing hate and violence, as he and Sir McKellen led a fierce backlash against her controversial remarks about gay asylum seekers. Senior Tories also warned the Home Secretary's incendiary claims would cost the party votes at the next general election, as the outcry intensified. Ms. Braverman sparked outrage with a speech on Tuesday in which she said, "Simply being gay should not be enough to gain protection under international law." Despite the barrage of criticism, she doubled down, claiming there were many instances of asylum seekers pretending to be gay in order to game the system. But she was challenged to provide evidence after Home Office statistics showed sexual orientation formed part of the basis of just 1% of all asylum claims in 2021. Her claim came after Sir Elton and his long-term partner David Furnish released a statement saying they were "very concerned" by her comments and calling for "very concerned." Some text goes here. Elton John and husband David Furnish have condemned the Home Secretary. They were joined by acting legend Sir Ian, who told Channel 4 News Ms. Braverman's remarks were laced with a good dollop of prejudice and a tilt at a Tory leadership bid. Ms. Braverman was accused of picking on gay people and throwing them under the bus, with senior Tories warning that she had alienated the LGBT+ voters and revived the nasty party repudiation. Suella Braverman called for reform of the UN Refugee Convention. One former Tory cabinet minister, who claimed the Conservatives had won the support of almost all gay voters after making same-sex marriages legal in 2013, told The Independent that Ms. Braverman had torpedoed the party's LGBT+ credentials. Some text goes here in one speech, "This has cut off the gay vote to the Conservative Party," they said. Former Justice Secretary David Gauke described her claims as incendiary and said they would run the party at the election. "The Conservative Party should be better than this," he said. Another senior Tory, a former minister, told The Independent, "Gays are being thrown under a bus." Ms. Braverman has called on world leaders to make major changes to the UN Refugee Convention, arguing it had become too generous. Responding to criticism on Wednesday, while still in the U.S., Ms. Braverman said it was "flippant" to suggest that her speech was aimed at boosting her leadership credentials. Some text goes here, "I am here working as Home Secretary," she told the Press Association. The cabinet minister, grilled on Sir Elton's criticism about her comments on gay refugees, rejected claims she was lacking in compassion. Doubling down, Ms. Braverman later told ITV's Peston, "People do game the system. They purport to be homosexual in the effort to game our system, in the effort to get special treatment." Andrew Bach, a leading Tory London Assembly member who is patron of the LGBT+ Conservatives group, told The Independent that Ms. Braverman was indulging in the dog whistle politics to appeal to the right. Mr. Bach warned that Ms. Braverman could revive the ghost of the nasty party on LGBT+ issues. So the Home Secretary's comments are not helpful or accurate, he said. Jane Ozanne, the Tory government's former LGBT+ advisor, told The Independent that the Tories could lose millions of votes over its rhetoric and policy. "I'm appalled that Braverman picking on a small minority of claims from LGBT refugees. She is scapegoating a community." The leading campaigner, who quit her role in the Tory party in 2021 over the failure to implement a ban on conversion therapy, added, "It looks like they have no intention of bringing in the ban." But Tory peer Lord Hayward said it was up to Ms. Braverman, rather the PM, to justify her remarks. The polling expert played down the prospect that Ms. Braverman would lose the Tories lots of votes. The party's reputation on LGBT+ issues has turned around. In an unusual move, the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, rebuked Ms. Braverman's speech after she claimed global leaders had failed to reform asylum rules because they fear being called racist. The international body said the 1951 Refugee Convention remains a life-saving instrument. Some text goes here. The UNHCR also rejected Ms. Braverman's claim that asylum seekers should face more than just discrimination for being gay if they are to qualify as a refugee. Elton John and husband David Furnish have condemned the Home Secretary. Suella Braverman called for reform of the UN Refugee Convention. Elton released a statement via their AIDS Foundation calling for more compassion, support and acceptance for those seeking a safer future.